All right, so we can talk about Job, how he was a praying man. He prayed for himself, he prayed for his family, he prayed for his, when I say family, like his wife, his children, he prayed for his businesses. He wasn't a poor man, he wasn't the wealthiest. Regardless, even when they would not be on their P's and Q's, he was still praying for them. And that's the man that, unfortunately had to be tested. He had to be, I would imagine. You're blessed, you're healthy, you have a wife, and a wife, if Adam was the only man and he couldn't find a companion, and he was put to into a deep sleep, his rib was taken away or whatever, a woman was made regardless though for him, like in terms of God made another person to be his companion, right? I don't know what else, what, that's just what it is. And you know here we are. Obviously, I would imagine that. So I just kind of, sorry, I was just going back to Job, but I don't want to miss this point. He made the companion, right? Because Adam needed somebody that was worthy, somebody that was worthy of him, what he wanted. It was like whether, I don't know what he wanted in a partner. And I don't know if, you know, I don't know how he feels. I'm not a man. I'm not an Adam. So I can't tell you how he feels about what God gave him. I can't tell you if he's happy about it. I can't tell you if he's sad about it. At the same time, guess what? There's not one man on this earth anymore. However, God literally gave him an option. He gave him something different. He didn't give him his exact same self to look upon himself, because him look upon all these other animals and then him go come turn around and look upon himself. Like, God gave him his reflection. He's able to look in the water and see himself. He has his thoughts. He can feel if he touches his own hand. He can smell and know what smells good to him, so he'll know what if the flowers over there smell good, he's gonna go over there and smell those flowers. He's not gonna walk on that path knowing that the flowers smell bad to him. The blossoms them not smell. Sometimes the blossom them have a pungent smell during certain season, whatever. He's not going to want to look at himself. So God gave him something different, something that's going to intrigue him. He's going to want to learn about it because it's not the same thing as him. It may not be that he wants to be romantic with it. He may want to just talk to it. He may want to play with it. He may want to, and I'm saying this is a person. You just get what I'm saying. Just get what I'm saying. He may want to build with it. Like, he may want to teach with it. He may want to teach it. It may teach him. It's going to teach him regardless, because he doesn't know he doesn't know it. He didn't make it. However, God made it just for him. So God knows that this is something that's gonna intrigue you. And people, let's think of our own selves. God is gonna give you something because God knew Adam needed Eve. I don't know what Eve was and what Adam was. I'm sure they were really great people when you really think about it, if they were the first. However, like their mindset and like just like the things they saw, and because they never sinned yet, so they got to see nice things, bro. Like, bro, if they got to see nice things and talk about it, and then I mean when the sin came, then evil came, and so some of the nice looking things became not so nice to some degree or whatever. However, I'm just thinking, like, imagine the after then, because nobody knows except God. And that's gonna be great. Babe, I wanna go. I'm gonna pray that God brings me there. So yeah, he created a covenant. So it's gonna be a good thing for you ultimately. In whatever way that you and that other person connect, it's gonna be a good thing because God made it for both of you. Because I'm sure that God is gonna make that person, he made Eve, the woman, he made her for Adam. And he made her, if he has a consciousness, I'm sure he would want to relate to something or someone that has a consciousness. So yes, we can also relate to animals because they have a consciousness, right? Like, best believe, I feel like, because this dog, if I'm sure he knows that God is gonna smite him if he hurts the cat. I'm sure he knows that. Like, I don't have to ask you. Like, I'm telling you, he knows that. And he knows just, he leave her alone. He knows that even if they don't really bond or they're not that close as yet, or if they're never gonna be as close, that he knows that he should just, she over there and I'm over here, and maybe we can be friends. Maybe I see you. You know, sometimes cats and dogs don't get along, people. Like, many people unfortunately have seen that cats die by the hands of dogs. Sometimes cats die by the hands of cats. Sometimes dog or the paws. Sometimes or the jaws. I'm not trying to make a joke here. Sometimes it's this thing with dogs as well, against their own kind. So you just, you pray that, and, you watch your animals, you pray that God keep them and things like that. They have a consciousness though, because you're bonding with them, bro, and they're bonding with each other, and they're bonding with you. They're aware of their environment, and you know that because they're doing things like they're going to their food bowl and they're eating. And like this dog, you give him food and him all turn it down. He turned down food. So if you give him too much, him look a belly cat, him get diarrhea or him vomit. You give him some things, him don't like it, it's straight up food. You have your thing in your bag and him draw things off of the shelf or him tear up your bag and food isn't even in there. Nothing even smelling. Well, you don't know what he's smelling. It's just like, are you serious? There's not medication in the bag. It's not poop in the bag. It's not pee in the bag. It's not litter in the bag. It's literally like maybe if you go to the pet store, if it smells like pet food, because that has happened before, it could literally also, like, I've had items like rolled up in paper that had no food items to my knowledge, like glass, and he's tearing it open, bro. Like, I've had like, and I'm like, why do you have no? Anyways, the point of the matter is, I'm sure Adam would have wanted somebody else with a consciousness like him. So I'm sure God is going to make a person with a consciousness. And at the same time, I'm sure God would want to be fair to that person that he made and give them a consciousness so they can be aware of what is being aware of them. You just out here go on your life and you don't know what is watching you. At least God make you know, say he's watching you. You know God is watching you. I don't know. Let me not talk for people. I know God is watching me. So I'm thankful God is giving me a consciousness and the awareness of that. And that there's things going on. I can eat my food too and bond with my animals and this, that, the third and whatever, and other people and the environment. And so Job, that's where we were, and that's not even where we're finishing. Job, oh my gosh, Lord, be with me, please, had his wife. And so he had a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So that was another blessing. And then he had like, and best believe as a wife, like a husband is a blessing. Like, God is not gonna give you something that's just gonna take from. If it's a test, that's different. But I'm talking about when He's giving you something good, because He loves to give you good things and gifts and blessings and miracles and stuff. So He's not gonna give you something that's eating your soul and eating your heart and eating your life and eating your spirit and just eating away at your body and eating away at everything and eating away at your confidence, eating away at your goals, eating away at your ambition, eating away at your desires, eating away at you brumba clot. God is not gonna do that when he loves you. He's not doing that, people. He's not doing that. So yeah, so Job had a marriage. He had like and I don't know, right? So he had also, because some marriages, if they're not like, if they're a test, if it's not really what God really meant for you, then it can have bad things in it. Like it can have negative sides, unfortunately. Even if it looks pretty on the outside, even if it doesn't look pretty on the outside, like. So anyways, that doesn't mean like a marriage isn't a blessing. Just like, you know, being able to have a bond with another person is just like, you want God to be in there. Anyways, yeah, you want God to be in any bond you have with anything. Person, place, animal, place, I think. I love that game. ABC, fast or slow. If you know, you know. Looks like I should start like having, like, I should have a rap career or something. Like, I like Dr. Seuss. I like rap. I like songs, poems, you know. I've been rhyming, so why not? And the puns have been coming out, and just like the lingo, the bars, like God has been okay. Clock it, clock it. Yeah, that is. So, anyways, may I tell you straight, yes or no? Me need to shave on them something. I did shave my legs this morning, you know, and I just. Anyways, these different maintenance is something else. Like I didn't put my baby hairs, like slick them or anything. Like I just left them, and I feel like God is like, it's cute, babe. So like leave it alone. It's cute. It's different. Everybody can't have gel down baby hair. It's all a gel so far. It obstruct vision on them someday. They're becoming bangs, bangs. Um when I tell you that it was all taken away from Job, like all of it, like all of it, like all of it. What had happened was, it's in the Bible. You can read it in the book of Job. The devil approached God after roaming the earth. You know, he was basically looking for something to mess with. And, you know, God was like, test Job. And, you know, that's what happened. Job was tested. He, you know, lost his businesses. He, like animals and things like that. You know, his children. Like there was death in his family type. He was getting sicknesses, like ill, like on his body, and just all these different things happened to this man. And people were even trying to tell him to curse God. Even his own wife, I think. Don't mark my words, because it could be Lot. It could have been Lot's wife, because she's the one that turned into salt when she looked back. After she looked back at the destruction that God gave them grace and gave them time to escape from. Or when they were picking and choosing where they want to go. Imagine you're being told you need to evacuate because this place is going to be annihilated, and you are picking and choosing where you want to escape to. Ross, and you're basically, your only instruction aside from following God is to not look back. I know she's salty. She's salty because that's she's salty. Oh my God. And that's like a whole prophecy. Like people be salty because they yo, son, oh look. God restored Job because Job just still loved God, and he gave him back more than what he lost. And so me now, I had my Bodega Boys. I had it in the little Ziploc bag. I got it from the dispensary. It's not the first time. The first time I tried them, it was the Jet Fuel OG. It was really nice, the gelato. And I was really feeling like, bro, I should like, might as well, I should be in a private jet, because like it was just vibes, you know what I mean? Like I got a pipe, it had love, it was just, anyways, like, and like the pipe was like shaped like hearts, and I was even thinking about, you know, sharing like with a person, like passing the pipe and passing the Dutchie Dotty, like if you know, you know, passing the Dutchie on the left hand side. And that's what Jamaican. And and that's not the flavor that I had this time around. I don't remember it. I had just gotten it. And it was at the time I had gotten some pipes. No, wait. No, babes. That was after. That was, we got the pipes after. Regardless, I had it and I wasn't gonna bring it, you know, and I saw it and I said, you know what, let me just bring it. And then I left, like, I just can't find it. I found the mild, oh, the cut, like, it was where I imagine it might be. Like, I was trying to retrace my steps. However, when I felt around, I couldn't find it. However, like, after God, like, literally, after I've walked and I saw the truck for the brand that I mentioned, like, because I mentioned earlier, like, I had this product and I had this thing that goes with it, and whatever, this, that, the third. And so I find the truck, I find the stand, and then I end up getting something from there, and then I end up getting other things too. Like I ended up getting more, and I didn't even have the money like that. So it's just how to show how God will, and I got fed, and I got fed what I couldn't even finish eating. So there was everything in abundance. My body was feeling good because I was in a class. I got the opportunity to take a class that I wasn't even thinking I would ever get a chance. I see a lot of people take the class. I've been interested in taking it even before it became a trend, you know. And yes, I tried like other things that were working and things that didn't work. And it's not like I'm looking to change my body. Like, God is working on my body, like, and I was doing things on my own that were working for my body. People were thinking I was going to the gym, working out, and I wasn't even doing anything, just eating. It's not like I'm starving myself. I don't eat as often as I used to, and my appetite is decreasing in some ways lately. It's just that, like, it goes to show you, you know, the same dog that is, you know, sometimes stress me out still does things that push me to be better, to be better for him, to be better for me, to be better for my environment, better for my whole career as a veterinarian, with or without the dog. Like, there's just so many reasons why I I'm gonna sing God's praises all the time. Like, I'm always going to give him the praises, give him the glory, give him the honor, give him the love, because he loves me. He loves me so much. And there's times when I'm like, wow, I am like not feeling loved, and I'm not realizing that I am still loved. Sometimes I'm sometimes when I look back, I'm happy I didn't have the money in my account at a certain time. Sometimes I'm happy I didn't buy certain things when I, you know, at a certain time. Sometimes I'm happy I didn't pursue something at a certain time. Like, sometimes I'm happy I didn't send the email when I sent it, or when I was thinking of sending it, because I just, sometimes you wait around a second more, and then you find out new information that changes the whole trajectory. Or you remember you needed to mention something, so you didn't want to leave it out the email because it's gonna benefit the other person, or it's advocating for yourself, or advocating for something, or it just needed to be said. Me nah go stop talk about God. I'm nah go stop love him. I'm nah go stop, no, I'm not trying to push people away if they don't want me to talk about him, because the other day I started playing gospel. Like, it didn't sound like gospel, but if the person really paid attention, honestly, like, even like some of these songs that singing about some things that are like wildly, like, that are censored, like some of them are like gospel because they are literally singing God's praises, or they're talking about God or sharing his message. Pay attention, people, and listen. Even people that don't even realize that's what they're making. But yeah, like, I was playing it, and then I realized, that not everybody is comfortable with that. And at first I never really said anything, and then I think they did something, or they responded. Like, I noticed that there was a reaction out of them. It wasn't a direct reaction necessarily to me or the music, or like pretending like it wasn't me or the music, but I picked up something and I said it, like, I can turn it, I can change it, because I was changing the songs fast and I was playing different things, and they were fine with it, and I was like, I was actually happy, because I was like, yay, like, because I like the song sound good, like with the bass, and like with this, just everything, like the beats, the lyrics, like how, like, the person, how they're actually like on the beat, and the fact that the other person was cool with the song too, and just the vibes that was there in general, it just was nice. So yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm always gonna do it. I'm always gonna do it. All right. All if me I did.